Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective.
I keep forgetting I'm not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again.
coming on my part.
Yes, yacht rock. That's considered yacht rock.
It is.
Yeah.
So you were talking about a documentary that I need to watch. So.
Yes. I think it is called Yacht Rock.
Well, I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, on Max. Hi.
This ain't the Yacht Rock podcast.
No.
This is the Go Ladies podcast.
Go Ladies.
So before we get started, number one, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Two, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all the things.
Follow.
Yes.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. All the things.
Yeah. All of them.
So we're not recording on our normal day.
No.
It's an off day. So you know when it's an off day, you get a little bit of everything. So I'm going to tell you right now, just put your seatbelt on. Ride with us.
I think they get some of everything all the time, but I know what you mean.
I know, right?
Because we have tangents. It's coming.
But I think of it like, you sit on my couch at my house.
Yeah.
This is the conversation we're going to have.
Oh, yeah. We're going everywhere.
Exactly. And we land the plane.
Yes.
But we have to go around the block.
We do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neysa is driving.
I'm driving today.
Yeah.
So, first question I have for you is, how are you doing?
I am well, thank you.
Good.
It is well with my soul.
But you've been up to.
Jesus.
I guess that's a song right there.
What have I been?
The backstory of that song is crazy.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Right.
What have I been up to? Work. This time I don't have any major crazy stories, but if you follow my socials, this week I've really been on my movement tip. But in general, if you know me, I like to move.
You are a mover.
I'm a mover.
A mover and a shaker.
Shaker. So I'm gonna stand on that. I'm encouraging people to move.
That's your self-care.
It is.
That really is. You have leaned into that space. That is your self-care. You know it works well for you. And it actually, not only physical, but it's also help your mental. So
yes.
That's the thing that you do.
Yeah, I've been moving.
Yeah.
How you been?
I've been working. I have been working. Went to the Natural Black Chamber meetup on Friday.
Shout out to them.
Yes, that was actually really good to just go and be in that space. And you never know what kind of leads come out of it, but community is always community.
Yeah. Yep.
And so that's also valuable. And so I really did enjoy doing that. And then I saw you yesterday.
You did. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forget.
She forgot that clip.
So I posted it.
As you know, we're both members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And exactly. Nashville Alumni Chapter to be specific. And so they had their Founders Day event yesterday.
Yep.
And U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett was, I don't say keynote. She was the key guest.
The guest, yeah.
And panelist.
Yeah, she was
and
panelist.
So that was really good. Really, really good.
I was watching you. You know, I stalk you. So I was looking.
Because you sit behind me.
I sat behind you. So I was waiting for your reactions on things. And I was
but
like,
then I'm looking to you, too.
You are looking at me. And one, because we're producing the show, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But go ahead. Yeah.
Overall, it was a really, really good event. I enjoyed seeing our friends on the stage. So many of our people.
Yes.
We're just up there doing amazing. I'm not going to call everybody's name because y'all know who you are.
Yeah.
But y'all are amazing.
Just
and
baddies.
Look good,
and
too.
New money. The assignment.
Come on now.
Do you hear me? When you are called upon to be on the program, to be mistress of ceremonies, to introduce the MC, and so forth.
To set the occasion.
Set the occasion. Okay?
My folks don't play.
You step up and you show out. You don't come just in your regular little lip gloss and lip liner. No, you have
baby.
A face beat. The outfit is together. Like, you look good.
Don't they?
You look blessed. Yeah.
I was...
They did that. Yeah, they did
know how
that.
I felt. I was just like...
Yeah. I know you were proud. You're proud, big sis.
I am.
Yes.
I'm actually going to use it as a pivot point for this whole show.
Okay.
So...
Talk about it.
The past week is just a week. Jesus.
I know.
It's just a week. Has been hard.
Okay.
on so many different levels for so many of us. And let me just stop right now before we go any further. This show is for the 92%. If you ain't the 92%,
keep it
everything
moving.
no, you can stay.
You want them to stay? Okay.
You can stay. You might learn something.
You
while
might.
you should be with the 92%. But if you're not in the 92%, then be prepared to say ouch a couple times. That's my disclaimer.
Okay. If you choose to stay and learn.
Yes. Because I think people, you're never going to grow without being exposed to light.
I agree.
And so,
Yeah.
the 92 are lighting it up.
Yeah.
But don't say nothing crazy though. Cause
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're not. Yeah. This one's liable because I've
just
been
saying, be
watching
silent.
and praying for you.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of arguing, I broke my own rule, actually. I said, I'm not going to argue with people here with a shot, right?
Yeah.
Or left
you
behind.
did. You said that.
And so then...
You was arguing.
So I made a post, and I was like, somebody commented on it, and I was like, they'd have shot you. And at that point, I just I don't want to engage. Delete.
Good.
Because I don't have time to...
You don't.
I don't. So, just delete.
Thank you.
Delete.
Don't let that take up space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But circling back to...
Okay, sorry.
The week's been hard. And so many of us, the 92% specifically, have said, F it, y'all got it, right? Don't call me for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm resting.
Yes.
Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
Y'all asked for this mess. Y'all got it. Great in theory.
Yeah.
Right? But in reality, we still live in the world.
Right.
And the ramifications of the things that are happening will impact us greatly.
Absolutely.
Right? So as much as we want to say, F it, y'all got it,
Right.
that's not really sustainable.
No.
Because we are impacted by the things. Which is why I was reflecting today, and I was like, being in the company in that room yesterday.
Yes, absolutely.
Because so often we're in so many spaces where we're not the majority.
Honey.
Or you can be gaslit to make you feel like you're crazy.
Yep.
Or and you're like, y'all don't see the world on fire. And everybody's like, it's good. And I'm like, the world on fire. I don't understand how you walking around talking, having coffee when it's on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to be in a room with people who are like, no, this shit on fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's safety amongst your sisters. There's safety amongst your people.
Absolutely.
And while we're not yet on the game plan tip, I don't think there's a game plan yet.
Right.
There, I do believe that we're at least acknowledging the hurt and are acknowledging we're going to have to figure this out.
Right. Yeah.
Which takes a minute.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've wrestled with it because even since November, I've been like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to do. And I don't want to do anything in haste. Without it being strategic.
Yep. You have your cycle. That's a life cycle. It's a cycle. You don't.
It's a grief cycle almost.
Absolutely, though. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It happened. Okay, you're grieving. Then you eventually have to you have denial, all of those, and then acceptance.
Right.
What has happened has happened, and we, don't dictate when people go through those phases.
Correct.
That's the thing.
Correct.
I think. For the 92%, gotta allow some grace. Everybody isn't at the same point right now as others may be.
Exactly.
But like you said, I think it was very wise, especially for you, because I watch you. I pray for you, but I watch you.
No, you've been watching me.
I be watching you. But to say pause, just press pause. You're gonna hit play again because you have to, right? But I think it's important to just stop.
Yeah.
And do what you needed to do. Have the girls over, be in community.
Exactly.
It wasn't time then to plan. Let's get up.
No. And I said that about that.
You did
brunch on that day. I said, we're not talking about next steps.
This ain't that.
No. This is okay.
Yeah. So being in the room, I think yesterday with Congresswoman Sora Crockett, okay, call to action.
Right.
We can begin to kind of chip away, see what next steps are, etc.
Correct.
So yeah, I feel you on that. But it's a cycle. Yeah. Give yourself grace. I'm always say that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But as we now have to start thinking about the next steps, I saw Soar. I'm starting by Soar because we've been doing big things.
That's what we do.
Lovey.
Yes.
Made a comment. She was like, "You're complaining about the stores rolling back DEI policies while on Meta."
Thank you.
And while I agree with that,
okay, yeah,
I also think we have to figure out the what's next, and that's kind of where my head is today. It's on the continuous healing.
Right.
But also on the what next, because we are seeing that so many of our platforms have changed course,
right,
have cowered, and have fallen. And so we think about, the DEI rollbacks on so many different levels.
Right.
And it's like, where do we go? Blue Sky is one. I've heard about fan base. I've not checked out fan base yet. Spill's another,
Yeah.
But trying to think, okay, how do we pull out of these spaces?
Yeah.
Even with, and I was specifically talking about Target. So I'm going to plant my flag there for a little bit.
Okay.
Target.
Yes.
Roll back the DEI.
Yes.
And I saw Tab's initial post where she didn't say anything.
But she said everything. Yes. We know. Those who know.
Right.
Yeah.
But then she came back later and was like, but still buy my stuff.
Yeah.
And support these Black businesses. And even another group, there's a Facebook group. There's a Facebook group for everything.
Absolutely.
But Black women who love Target, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm not a lover of Target. However, they do post the good deals in there. So I'm like, let me see a picture. The good deals in this group. So I'm like, oh, okay. And knowing people try it on have on my body type. So I'm like, haha.
Exactly. Right.
But folks are defending Target like it's their man. And I'm just like,
do you own Target?
Right.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, here's a list of Black-owned businesses that Target supports and has in their stores. Even that was kind of nebulous because one of the Black-owned businesses is like, it's not really Black-owned. By Small Business Administration standards, Black-owned is 51% or more to make it Black-owned or minority-owned, right? One of 3 founders was a Black man.
Yeah,
he's biracial. Yeah. Not saying he's not Black. He is.
I know what you mean.
But
yeah.
I'm like, that's not Black-owned.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Just get a Black person who worked there. Don't make it Black-owned.
Correct.
Yeah. So people are like, well, what about these companies that are there? Do we not support them? And my take on that is, I'm disappointed in Target.
I think a lot of people are. And are voicing that.
I'm very disappointed in Target.
Yeah.
Target, more than any other retailer almost, has made a lot of money embracing Black History Month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
you got the sweatshirts and stuff. Yes. Right. Yep. Yeah.
Made a lot of money.
I got the Kalana. We got the Kalana.
Dropped her.
Hello.
We was there.
Yes. I got some stuff for Tab.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
They had Pride Month stuff. They had Latin American History Month stuff. They had all these things. And Hispanic Heritage Month. Let me use the correct terminology. And I was just like, you've made a lot of money being inclusive. And at the first sign of trouble, you said, never mind.
Yeah.
And then people are like, well, we should still buy their stuff in there. If they bought product already and have it on the shelf, then chances are that invoice has already been paid.
Absolutely.
Unless your contract says you get a cut.
That's what I read.
A commission, then that's a little different. But half of these retailers that we're talking about that are in the store, we can also buy through direct from their website. Is it as convenient to, go in there? And
Depending on what it is. Yeah.
I'm an Amazon girl through and through.
You are.
I believe in the boxes coming to my house.
Yes.
Because I don't have time to shop. I don't really like to shop. But I have to be more diligent and plan ahead a little bit more because that 2-day shipping ain't going to happen now.
No.
Buying it direct from the site.
Absolutely.
The lip bar you can buy directly from the lip bar.
You sure can.
You don't have to go to Target to get that, you know? And so I just think about those types of things. And women in there arguing back and forth about, you know, the Facebook group I told you about. We're arguing about, you know, well, how are you going to tell me how to spend my money?
No, I don't think anyone's telling you.
No, nobody's telling you to do that.
Look, you're taking it all kinds of wrong.
Right.
But, okay.
But at what point does your individualized comfort
come on
go away for the collective good?
Girl, I remember we boycotted Denny's.
Right.
Do you remember the Denny's book?
Yes.
And look back since. And that stuck. And that was what? Early 90s, late 80s, early, you know. I remember that as a child.
Right.
Because we used to eat at Denny's sometimes after church. We're going to the Denny's, the Grand Slam.
Girl.
And then they was like, we're not eating at Denny's no more. My mama said
you find a Denny's
exactly.
Probably like 3.
To your point.
Right.
And the power of the dollar and the black dollar. And truly, when you boycott.
Right.
So,
and somebody mentioned that they were like, well, only 9% of Target customers are black. I said, well, I want to know what the percentage of that spending is. Not who comes in the door.
Right.
Because we know we blow bags.
Hello.
That's not the best thing for us as a people. No. We are a consumer culture. We do spend more, and it doesn't always circulate in our communities.
True.
Those are the things that are realities. I'm not saying anything that's not true, you know? But if 9% are coming in the door black, I bet you their spending is at least 13 to 15 minimum of your budget.
Because the joke is, right, you let Target tell you what you need.
Right.
So you don't even go in there with a real list.
No.
Blowing a bag.
Over Christmas, when my oldest was here, we had nothing to do that day. And I said, you want to go to Target?
To Target!
And it was like, And it was happy to walk around Target. What is Target going to tell me? It's like Chick-fil-A.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, at what point do we stop? Because I think about the Montgomery boys boycott, you know, and how they said, we ain't riding the bus.
Yeah.
And didn't. Now, they didn't ride the bus. That was the only mode of transportation for many folks other than their feet.
Yeah.
You know? And they did not ride the bus.
They ain't riding.
It wasn't like, well, you know, I really got to get to so-and-so house.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You didn't ride the... People rode the bus to get to the doctor, to get to work, to get to church.
For their livelihood.
To get to the hairdresser.
Yes,
everywhere. To the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It wasn't like just wrote it, I'm going to work and back.
Yeah.
No, that was their primary mode of transportation for many people. And they said, you know what? We ain't riding it. And didn't.
Yeah.
But we can't get folks to quit shopping at Target.
You know, I'm not realizing it, but I think, not to say it doesn't, I guess, hurt, but I think some people are maybe realizing, again, these are corporations. And while it may not be good business practice, it's still a I hate this. For me, my perspective, lack of a better term, they don't care about us. You know, they care about making the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They make you a good business spin doctor makes you think they care about you, right? Because we're going to drop the cologne on the tab. We're going to do business with them because it makes good business sense.
Right.
And I think a lot of people are waking up to the fact that's at the end of the day, a business. And they don't necessarily, in my opinion, care necessarily about the individual. They're like, oh, Neysa's coming in.
Yeah.
We got to roll out the red carpet because, you know, Neysa's coming. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that doesn't, I'm not saying it's right.
No.
But when a lot of these companies and names are I'm like, unfortunately, they are businesses. And the way the dollar works and this administration and that, they like, I don't get caught up in it. I'm not defending, but we've seen it before. And that, for me, I think for a lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of people wake up to that.
But
so
I 110% agree with you. Businesses are in the business of making money.
Yeah.
Here's my issue. And we heard about this at ColorCom, when we were at ColorCom. Having a diverse, inclusive, and equitable business is morally and ethically correct.
Agreed.
However, Businesses don't care about that.
Yeah.
They care about the bottom line. Not only having a diverse, equitable, inclusive environment, morally right.
Yeah.
It also makes business
It
sense.
does. Agreed. I think
Going,
so too. Yeah.
seeing the evolution of Target, because while they're doing some BS decisions right now, in my opinion, if you go into Target now and go into Target 20 years ago, it's a different Target.
Very different. Yeah.
Because they also recognize the branding of the other customer base. Because let's not forget that in a few short years, the company is going to, the country, is going to be brown.
Yeah.
Not black. But brown.
Yeah.
And I use brown specifically for the different variations.
Right.
It might be black. It might be black and white. It might be black and Hispanic. It might be Hispanic. But,
yeah.
You know?
I know.
So I remember when my oldest, she was like 6 or 7, and we were in California at the Target near my in-laws' house. Yeah. And she had some money, and she could go to Target and get a doll. And she wanted this baby doll. And they didn't have the black one. And she popped off in the store. She was like, it's my baby. Yeah, she was. Actually, it was Chris's baby at that time. Chris picked the pop. But he was. Yeah. But she went off. She was like, well, why don't they have the black baby? I said, they don't have it here. They don't have it here.
Yes.
Well, that's not right, Mom. She was like, and when I get old, I'm going to make baby dolls, and I'm not going to make white baby dolls. I'm not going to have any white baby dolls because they don't have black baby dolls. Went off. And Chris was, very much so pleased. But he was like, it's hard being 6 out here. Injustice is 6, and I'm like, but
yes,
you go to Target now, you really see the diversity of their offerings. They're not offering those diverse things just because black people are cute, and make great baby dolls. They're doing it because they're making money.
Absolutely,
yeah. And so, why would they roll that back, knowing good and well, they're making money? That to me is the question.
Right.
And right before Black History Month.
Come on. And the stuff's already there.
I'm not buying it. No, it dropped today.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
It dropped today.
Yeah. And then you want people to come by, which is what the artisans or black people who help with the collection are asking. Not all, but some. Like, if you do nothing else, please just still come by it. But to your point of they've already gotten paid potentially, or Neysa saying no.
I'm not.
Yes,
I've had my eye on a Tab brown lunchbox.
Yeah,
that was sold out. I'll keep my eye on it. I'm looking for it because I want it. I'm trying to be healthier and fix my lunch, and I want the Tab lunchbox.
And now you're not gonna get it. Want it being past tense.
Correct.
Okay.
And I love Tab. I will support all her other endeavors.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I will see if there's a way for me to support those things online. But
yeah, I was reading up more about it, and obviously we see through a black lens because we're black. Of course.
Yeah, I've been black my life.
Right.
It's not new to me.
And shut up, Neysa. But it's also veterans, LGBTQ plus, differently abled people who work for Target. It's not even just the consumer.
Right.
It's people who are employed by this company.
Exactly.
Rolling those initiatives back and things they had in place for those people. So when, again, it's bigger than even what you can you know what I mean?
Right.
People I don't think are grasping
women-owned businesses.
Yeah.
All those things.
All of it. So yeah, when it's like, no, we ain't shopping at Target, that's a whole lot of people that's affected.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So
no, I get it.
I am, there's some sites I've seen on IG that are talking about, other places you can buy black items and all that. And and just how to, even saw some woman talk about, she's like, I've been buying black for 5 years.
Yeah.
She's like, I am particular about buying black. She's like, the only thing that I don't have that's completely buying black are my groceries. She's like, but all my other things that I do I'm intentional about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I think for me, it's not even about buying just black.
Yeah.
Because I want to be an ally. And I want to be an allyship with other communities as well. And so I am, thinking about how can I support, those small businesses as well, not just the Black ones. I mean, of course, I'm gonna start with Black because
Black,
right?
Duh.
But at the same time, if we even thought about the collective. And thought about, how can we support the collective?
Yes.
What power do we have as a collective?
Right.
Because if Black people said, you know what, F Target. And our Hispanic brothers and sisters said, you know what, F Target.
Right.
And our differently abled said, you know what, F Target.
Yeah.
And women-owned business. Yeah, man on that.
Okay. Yeah.
So
moving on. Yeah. You get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think that there's a part of it. So as we start looking forward,
yes,
I think that we have to start thinking about our activism and what does that look like individually and collectively.
Yeah.
We
all got gifts.
Exactly.
That you bring to the table.
But in the midst of that, this is where I'm going to pivot to your lane.
Oh, Lord.
Is thinking about the wear and tear on our bodies.
Honey. Ooh, where do you want me to start?
Wherever you would like to start. Because, I was talking to somebody earlier and they were like, I'm tired. Like, physically exhausted. Spent is the word.
Yes.
And again, I told you a few minutes ago, I've been Black my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't like I've never lived in America. I have always understood some of the systemic things that have gone on.
Yeah.
And a lot of my life has been primarily covert, institutional, systemic racism, not overt.
Yep.
In this new reality where overt is the order of the day,
yes,
it feels heavier. It feels heavier.
I can understand that.
So how do we unpack that? And what would you suggest? What are you doing for self-care that you suggest other people to do?
Well, I love last episode you talked about what you're doing in general. We talked about our ins and outs.
Yes.
Go back and watch that.
Correct.
And what you're doing for self-care. So to that end, yes, I'm very intentional about movement. Almost like Trisha with Nap Ministry is constantly, I be trying to tell y'all, you gotta rest. For me, I will die on this hill of Black people moving, especially my sisters.
So movement is meditation.
Movement is meditation. For me, movement is freedom. And I mean movement. I mean, I can't go to the gym today, but I'm about to do some hip circles. I'm about to let this go. And I'll be honest with you. This may sound crazy, but I feel like people who get it will get it. Inauguration day. I'm blasting Black Effect by the Carters. I'm playing Fight the Power. And I dance my ass off in my house. I start crying. I might cry now. I just start crying. But I'm moving. And I'm just like people, you had the church dancers. And I know there's a jokes. And people move. There's just something so freeing to move if you're able to. So for me, there's a part of movement that's liberating. Beyonce saying, I'm gonna let go of this body. I'm letting go of this body. Like, I'm about to move. Like, you can't hold this. I'm moving. You might, the information that's coming in, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So even be careful with that. We talk about therapy and protecting your mind, but there's something powerful about just going outside. Even if you don't walk around the block, go stand on your porch. Go stand in the back. Get some fresh air. Move. That's where I am with that. So for me, it's much more than just I'm getting my steps in or my heart rate, which is great and you should for your overall health. But for me, as a Black woman, there's just something deeper and more powerful. And I don't know. For me, I just feel connected to either ancestors or something, just to freely move my body. Just to move it however I want.
I want to put a pin there for a second. And you know me. I always got to follow up.
Yes, come on.
You know, 60-minute style over here.
Come on, Oprah.
But
yeah,
something you said of movement as freedom or as liberation, forget which word you actually use.
Yeah, I think it was both.
But
yeah.
Do you think that stems from the fact of so much of our movement and bodies are policed and even self-regulated for our own safety?
Maybe subconsciously.
Yeah, because I think I think about that. Like you will go out there and dance, whatever else, and you will bust a move.
Wherever.
I will too.
Right.
In the right safe space conditions, right? Like the wind got to be 73 degrees, and you know, like I have all these conditions.
You do.
To letting myself go.
Yeah.
Because of there's always eyes watching. There's always this. There's always that. I'm always self-regulating. I'm always thinking about, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say respectability politics, but that's basically the
what
category that it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the times where I like walk now and I purposely don't move out the way for someone.
Perfect.
When you see me.
And won't.
It's different if you don't see me.
Right.
Small child.
Yes.
You're not looking.
Right.
I'm not going to just run into you, right?
Yeah.
However, when you see me, but you expect and almost demand that I move for you.
Nah, this ain't
just
that.
because you have a penis or are less melanated, I ain't moving.
Not moving. No. Don't do it.
So I wonder, like,
maybe
I should move more.
Move. I went to the movies recently during the weeknight. It was playing a song at the movie theater in the lobby. Who's dancing? Me. And I don't care. But I will say, more importantly, as you know, I care about health. You know, especially you. I care about you. I love you. Like, I want us in general to be healthier. I am not a doctor, but I just know the feeling, truly endorphins. That's what they are. So with what's going on, it's heavy. You're carrying a lot. If you're not in therapy, you know, maybe you should explore that, but movement helps with that. Like, it really is deeper than just, like I said, you know, I gotta exercise today. Like, it's helping your mental as well as your physical. So that's why I push, and you'll hear me all the time, move your body. Move it. And I know the whys are different. We've discussed that. I'm doing it because it's homecoming, whatever. But just take simple steps. And I often point out line dancing because that is community for a lot of us. Is doing line dance. You see the trail ride videos going viral now. You're having fun, but that's something that's fun. And you're moving. You know. So I implore you to move your body.
Oh, there's a lot to unpack here today. No, like there's some dissertations.
I
actually want to tap some people to lean into that a little bit more. Basically, you just mentioned the trail ride and the community of it all. You know, and I'm not a line dancer.
I know.
I will stroll.
You will,
but I'm not really a line dancer. But not equating it, because I know they're not the same. So don't come for me when I say this.
Yeah.
But we'll watch Haka videos and be moved. Or we'll watch African dance in community and be moved. We'll watch Native American dance and think, oh, wow, that's amazing and graceful. But we don't always count our community dance with the same reverence. And
I love when you go deep. It's true. Though. It's community. You already know it's gonna get you on the floor. But you're right. We don't think of it that way. We know nobody will be dancing. DJ will drop the wobble or the Tamia, whatever.
Yeah.
And here we come.
Yeah.
It's in us. It's always been in us. It just, depends on how you look at it.
Oh, I like that.
So when I'm so busy, don't set it off and go and stroll, please.
All I'll do is call Maya. Maya gonna hop in. All right, clap it up.
And seriously, I am not. Again, I'm not a medical professional.
Correct.
Do whatever is in your lane, though, and brings you some joy.
Yeah.
So you just said strolling. Yeah. I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'll stroll.
So tell Alexa whatever, and set it off, and then go back to the computer.
Yeah. Okay.
But something. do something. That's not just her, but
No,
just
everyone.
move.
Yeah.
Just move.
I'm sorry, I'm even looking at y'all right now. My bad. I'm over talking to you. I told you, sitting on the couch.
I know.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
no, I like
stop
that
there.
because things are so heavy, and it's just week 1. We have 365. Less than that now, actually, but still, we have 51 other weeks of the year to get through with this, and 4 times that. So that's a lot to unpack and to deal with, and so
take it in bite sizes. Just small, like just day by day, and move.
and move.
But
yeah,
that I think that'll help, because I think a lot of people, like you said, it's heavy, but just to sit in it and sit with it, it's not going to make you better.
No.
So like you said, the call to action in terms of, with the retailers and all that, treat your body the same way.
Yeah. I have to admit, so like, the Solange album that she did, what was it called?
I want to say Cranes in the Sky, but that was the song.
Yeah. But I like Cranes
yes.
in the Sky.
Yes.
And I like some of the things she said. She was like, you can't fuck it away. You can't drink it away and all those things. And so yesterday, after the sorority event, like we went and had community and some drinks, and then went to another friend's house and did karaoke.
Yeah.
And I was super excited about the entirety of the day.
Yeah.
I had 50-11 other things I should be doing. 50-11.
Yeah.
But from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., I was in community with my people.
Yes.
And left replenished. A little tipsy, but replenished.
Nonetheless.
Right. Nonetheless.
And you need that.
Exactly.
More than ever, I think. Now.
I think that's the key thing. That we have to, a lot of life is done solo, and we get it. But in this moment in time, focusing inward, so then you can again fight outward.
You posted that, yes.
It's going to be really important.
Joy is resistance, y'all. I'm going to have radical joy if you see me in the street, okay? I might have a little road rage attached to it. However,
that is her truth. That is her truth.
The joy is there. The joy outweighs the rage. So, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right.
That's it for me. So, you're not gonna unpack all this. I love it when you drop gems, and I'm like, let me go research that.
I dropped a gem, but thank you.
No, for real. I want to research some of that because I'm a nerd.
Yes, you are, and we love you for that.
There'll be a great PhD dissertation.
Oh, here we go.
I know, right? Anyway, before I get off on the tangent and enroll in somebody's school, I'm trying
and because this is what we do, because we're most educated. What about it?
I mean,
okay.
But also with that, like I'm thinking about, I always want to get the PhD. I need to figure out the why behind that, honestly. Is it the fact that I always feel like I do twice as much to go half as far?
Yeah.
Or do I really want the PhD? Or is it, gearing me up for the next chapter?
Yeah.
I want to unpack that.
Okay.
I'm not going to collect degrees like Infinity Stones just to have, and not have a plan with them.
Right. Right.
So,
yeah.
So, okay.
Next episode.
For the folks who are watching today, let me know how you're navigating it and what your self-care process is and what you think about, obviously, all the topics we talked about here.
Yeah.
Because I want to know. We can collectively learn in this moment from each other.
Absolutely.
Let me go get my stroll out.
Move. Ooh, we should go stroll. Clap, clap. Okay.
Yep. Do that.
Yeah.
Faith, where can they find us?
Everywhere you listen to podcasts, including YouTube. So all the platforms. We're on social media as well. So, yeah. Thank you. Find us there.
Okay.
All right.
Rest, y'all. Bye.
Bye.